Coaches, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Want to hop on here and do a little bit of a live stream, kind of out of nowhere. So people might be coming in and out. It is a Saturday night, so if nobody comes on and joins, it is what it is. But would love for you guys to hop in. Let's all hang out. Go ahead and drop who you are, where you coaching at, and eventually we'll get to some questions and stuff like that. But appreciate everybody for joining me on a Saturday evening. Some people are like 6 o'clock. That's dinner time. I'm like, yeah, well, this is the best time I could get on. So I haven't done a live stream in a minute, so I definitely wanted to get on here and do that. And just talk ball, right? Go ahead and give it a few minutes. Debating whether or not I should share this to Twitter or not. I probably should. But yeah, make sure you check in with me. Post a comment. Let's see, make sure I go and send it out. Coach, what's going on? Harmeyer, appreciate you, big dog. What's going on, man? Hope you doing all right. Appreciate you joining us, hanging out a little bit tonight. Again, this is kind of a random thing. I kind of like to hop on, nothing too planned, and just talk a little offensive line, man. My DMs get flooded all the time. People asking me about offensive line play, and it's always easier for me to talk it out versus type it out. So this is kind of that time. I'd love to we can talk through anything. Relaxing on this nasty Saturday night in Ohio. Is weather bad in Ohio, man? I'm sorry. I know, like Illinois. Last night I was on TikTok. One of the live streams that I follow. He was talking about there were tornadoes and stuff touching down in Illinois and stuff, and yeah, golly. Yeah, all the way from New Orleans all the way through up to Toledo is being impacted right now. So be safe, coach. Thanks for hanging out, right? If you have anything you want to talk about, let's talk about it. I'm here for y'all, here for you. Anybody else is watching, got 4 on here right now. If anybody wants to talk anything specific, like I said, it is easier for me to talk it out versus type it out always. So would love to do that. I have a whiteboard that I can access on Canva. We can draw up some stuff. We can talk about whatever. Love to do that. Let's see. Just responding to a couple people, guys. Appreciate it. I know this is on YouTube, but if you have it on Twitter or anything like that, I tweeted it out. If y'all don't mind going ahead and like and retweeting that, because for some reason it's not like nobody's like seeing it. Like I had asked a couple of buddies, and they're like, "Yeah, they saw it," or a couple people were like, "Well, we haven't seen what you've said." So, if you are on Twitter, make sure you go ahead and do that so we get some people coming over here. But again, I appreciate everybody. Like I said, nothing really set, right? Just want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Everybody's watching. I got 8 people watching right now. I don't know if you've seen my tweet today, but I put on there basically gap over zone. If you are a gap or a zone guy, comment which one you are. Obviously, I know I'm a gap guy till I die. So, of course, we run zone. There's people that are like, why don't you do both? We do both, but I prefer to start with gap. I think it's just for me, it's easier and it's a lot more fun for the offensive lineman. Right? They get to pull. I feel important, right? They get to pull around and knock some folks out. So I definitely think that gap is a little more fun for them as well. And who doesn't like pulling, right? Who doesn't like pulling? Go ahead and check in with me. Got some guys texting me. Let's see. And guys, if this sounds good or anything like that, please hit like on the stream and let me know if it sounds good. What? Okay. So we got something I can be able to get on. All right. So until some people put on some questions, here we go. Josh Grady, Gap guy here, coach. But got to teach zone because high school runs it. Hey, I understand. My last stop, my head coach was a huge zone guy. Um, he was an offensive line coach in college, so he was a huge zone guy, inside outside zone. And I got him to kind of fall towards the gap side, but it fit our kids better. I felt like gap just fit our kids better than zone did. Nothing wrong with there's absolutely nothing wrong with zone. I just want to put that out there. There's nothing wrong with zone. It's just preference for me. Okay. But yeah, usually most people are gap guys. Pulling's fun. I've been both over the years, but yeah, I agree. Gap is the best. Yeah, Coach Kevin Miller, appreciate you, big dog. Um, that's just where I usually start, right? Um, Forever, my first two installs was power and counter, right? Just traditional power and GT. So, and then we kind of go from there. And it's usually duo. Then you have to usually hit like an outside run. So usually, if you're a gap guy, you call it sweep. If you're a zone guy, you call it outside zone. Or a guy might call it stretch, but it's all just outside running. Okay, it doesn't matter how you teach it. It's kind of how you. That's how it is. So that's kind of how. That's what I kind of would hang my hat on for install. Then you can get into your buck sweep, pin and pull stuff, and like we posted yesterday, dart. Um, yeah, Powers God's play. It is 100% God's play. Um, one of my buddies, Ian Rapinick, who does the podcast with me, he says that counter is God's play. Yeah, power is God's play. 100%, 100%. But it is what it is. Depends on what you want to start with. Now, if you're a zone guy, inside zone is probably your day one install, I would assume. So you might say inside zone is God's play because that's what you want your guys to be really good at. Whatever you want your guys to be good at, right? That should be your first install, and that's what you should be emphasizing. Makes sense. Um, but to me, let's pull folk. You might have anything they're struggling with. I know some people don't have spring ball. We go to spring ball the end of April, but I'm able to meet with my guys and kind of talk about standards and what I want to see from the group this year, and we could do a little non-contact stuff, no ball. My centers are snapping and stuff like that, but um, you know, what are you guys doing? What are you guys struggling with? Um, if there is anything, let me know. Again, it's easier to talk it out. I just look how there's a delay. Let me see. People still commenting on the post I made. There you go. Yeah, I struggle on how to teach pass pro strike. Okay. Um. So what I would do, especially if I have a guy that's not working, he's not great at maybe the timing of it. Um. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. I think it's just talking. So working on pass pro, right? So you get your whole body, right? So what I would do is I would work on your lower body first, so putting them in the great position, whether it be your drive catch, pass set, whatever you want to call it, right? Working on that. And I usually have a mirror in me. And I'll have three quick set, two power inside, and then I'll have them do two quick, one quick, then just do a zero set back inside. Then I'll bring in the hands, right? And we teach independent hands. And so we're working, the outside hand punching. But you could do a lot of different things. You can have net balls if you have net balls. And a lot of people don't. I don't, so I don't use them. So, but a lot of people use the med balls. They'll have one guy pick up a med ball and throw it, and your guy's trying to punch it. You can do it while you can do it stationary, just so they can get the punching down, stuff like that. And you can have them moving, so you can have a guy throw it. And they're punching, have another guy throw another one. They keep punching and punching and punching. And a lot of guys do that. If you don't have net balls, you can always do it down a sled. So I'll have them set down a sled, but not just clicking their ankles and shuffling down a sled. They're actually having to work the pass pro. So I'll even have them what we do suicide, and they'll have to strike, set, pass the sled dummy, hit the third one, bam, come back, hit the second one, skip, hit it, come back, skip, hit it, and come back, and repeat. So they're having to move their feet, and they're having to strike when they're in front of the bag. And that just kind of works on the timing, and that kind of works on working on the strike. But to work on independent hands even more, right? Just do a one-on-one drill, and I would walk it first so they can kind of understand. This happens when I teach. Like I'll be reading something or explaining something during teaching, and I'll start yawning. So having to set, and having to punch on a defender that's going outside. So the outside hand is going to punch and stab to stop momentum to get him to his second move. And then once he goes to his second move, he's going to do one or two things. Either he's going to continue outside. You can bring your inside hand, grab and twist and run him, or he's going to do some type of inside move. And that happens. Then he goes inside and crosses your face. You're going to bring your inside hand straight into his chest, and then your outside hand now is going to work to drive him back inside. So we're going to work that. So I'll have him run up field, have a guy run up field for three. So he's having to set 1, 2, 3. So having to punch 3 times. Then I'll have him go 1, 2, and then redirect. So go 1, 2, go inside. He's got to bring his hands and he'll fight back inside. He's just trying to secure that guy. And I have him 1, 2, 3, and then rush outside. And I bring the inside hand and run him by the quarterback. Those kind of some things we'll work on for pass pro strike. But I love the question. I appreciate that. Hope it answered it. Hope it gave you something to think about. If it didn't, I apologize. That's just kind of where I would start to think about it. Let's see. I guess I don't understand why we punch outside first. Don't we want the D line going? Don't we want him to go outside? Yeah. The only issue is if you have your hands ready to go and you set and you punch inside first, and he knocks your hand down and swims over you. Now you can't recover, right? It's very hard. Once if he knocks your inside hand down, you're having to cross with your outside hand to get any type of hand on him, and then have to redirect it, and you're crossed over for a split second. And when you do that, your feet will usually not cross, but your feet will stop, or they'll not be as quick to react. Whereas if you want, honestly, you want them to go outside because you want to go outside. Your quarterback step up, especially at tackle. So if you get him to go outside, you run him by the quarterback. Quarterback step up or flush out. If he starts going upfield and you stop his momentum and then he goes back inside, I bring my inside hand and I just keep my shoulders square and I have him to turn them when he goes back inside. And now when I set back inside, the ball should be gone, right? I mean, if the guy rushes upfield for 2 and crosses your face, that's at least 2 to 3 seconds. Come on, let's get the ball going. And then you're holding up on him. Hold's a bad word, but you're setting on him and you're grabbing him, right? 3 seconds, 4 seconds, get the ball out. So that's why we want him to go outside so the quarterback can step up and flush. Make a throw. Where he goes inside, and I punch with my inside hand first, right? Or if I double punch, right? A lot of people do double punch. Let me go ahead and take this off. If I double punch, right? and I miss, my shoulders are gonna go forward. Now I can't recover out. Now you're having to train to keep your shoulders up. You can keep your shoulders back. You can punch. It's still good. I just have found working independent hands instead of going punching with two hands, and now maybe they both get swiped down. I gotta bring both of them back. I just hit my microphone. I gotta bring both of them back. If I punch one, he swipes it down, and I can go. If I punch here, he swipes it down, and I can go here. And it's not having to bring both at the same time. I can bring boom, 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 and it's just, I feel like it's quicker. Something it's worked for us a lot. There's more than one way to skin a cat, but that's just what has worked for us. I appreciate the question. Anybody else? And check in with me, guys. Where y'all coaching at? Right? I appreciate everybody y'all checking in, but where y'all coaching at? Love to see different parts of the country that's represented. North, south, east, west. I am biased, of course, because I am on the East Coast and the South. Let's see. How do you teach your double teams play side and gap scheme? All right, so I've done it both ways. I've done it. I've done traditional sort of shoulder hip to hip, right? Move a guy off the ball. We still do that for duo, but I've done that even for like gap scheme. We've got to move a guy to backside linebacker. This year we're going to be more gallop. So let's say we got three technique on plays one of the rights, power, whatever. Three technique on the right. Let me just do this right here. Let me just share this. This is a lot easier. All right, let's see. All right, three technique. Perfect. Okay. So plays going to the right. Okay. And we want to work this double team there, correct? So what we want to do, okay, is the inside guy, which is this guard, okay? We want him to step to him, okay? And we want the tackle to come over and knock his hip over on a gallop. So he's gonna literally come down with this blocking surface. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't even see myself. Let's see. With this blocking surface, okay? He's gonna come down, boom, he's gonna knock over the hip. And when he knocks down the hip, it might take one, maybe take two. Boom, boom, knock it over and knock this guy into the A gap. Okay. Once he knocks him into the A gap, he's going to be right there on his track to work there. So he's going to go boom. And when you literally go down and you knock it over, and he gets movement, your body's going to naturally be on that 45-degree angle working towards the wheel backside linebacker now. So that's kind of how we work on our play side double teams for gap scheme. And we work the gallop. I know some people are like, if you knock that three technique over, now there's a potential you can knock into the center. I think if your center is standing right there in the A gap, not the other A gap, it's kind of his fault, but we'll work it to make sure he's not in there. But make sure that guy, okay, is now in the A gap, okay, so he can now pull tight, and now we can go right there off the pull, okay. So that's how we would teach our double teams, or place a double team. That's perfect, coach. Thanks. Love from Bear River High School in Utah. Appreciate you, coach. Appreciate you a lot. A lot of love for Utah. Gahana Middle School in Gahana, Ohio. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you a lot. Rock the baby, we got up as well. Hey man, love. I'm getting more into Gallup. We dabbled in it. We did it some last year. Only my seniors did it. I wasn't great at teaching it. I could be 100% honest. Wasn't great teaching it with my young guys, which is what we're doing now. We're just blocking against bags. So I have my sled, and the sled is here. I'm having my guys line up here, and they're going to go knock, bam, hit the sled, reset, go knock, boom, hit the sled, and just trying to work that, like you said, the rock the baby, that technique. So doing that with those young guys, trying to get them used to it. Yeah, appreciate that, guys. I assume if you're here, I assume you've already subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, make sure you do so, guys. We're so close to 3,000. It's been a long time goal of mine. Goals since I started the YouTube 2 years ago: get 3,000 on YouTube and get 10,000 on Twitter. And we're about 500 away from on Twitter and about 50 away from the YouTube. So, do you have a template for a drill bank you could share or something similar? This is something I've been really working on. Is my drill bank, because they're all right here. Okay. Or they're from guys that I've talked to a lot. I need to put them down because I do have people that ask me about drills. A lot of times I have what I'm going to always do. We're always going to work boards and steps pre practice. We're always going to work double teams. We're always going to work, hitting the sled. We're always going to work stunts and twists. We're always going to work pass pro stuff. And there's different drills and layers of that. But there's certain things that, like, hey, after a game week, I see something on film and like, hey, we need to rep this. And either I create a drill or I phone a friend and find out what they do. And just some of these things that I've gathered, I need to go ahead and put that into a drill book. For real. Yeah, our young guys struggle as well. Yeah, I think a lot of it is because they're not very strong. Or they hit too high, right? So it's either they're not very strong and it looks like they're just a pillowcase hitting a guy, right? Or they're not hit, they're hitting too high and hitting the shoulder. Well, hitting the guy, D lineman in the shoulder ain't gonna do much. You got to hit him down in the hip, right? Get that movement. So doing that has been big as well. So getting them to do that. Appreciate it, guys. Let me see. Cool. Just has some people asking me. All right. Yep. Yep. Awesome. But yes, Coach Wise, I do want to get that drill bank out, and that has helped me out a lot. Right. I don't have to really have to think for a minute to bring out what I need. I can just go ahead and get it. Have them all categorized. That's an awesome idea. I need to do that. Do you have one? I can't ask that. Do you have a drill bank? I'm sure if you're asking me, you may or may not. But if you have one, then that's awesome. And this live stream is driven by you guys. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about. My dogs are snoring. I've been wanting to do it, but I'm too dumb. You're never too dumb, Coach. Not too dumb. The fact that you're a coach proves that you're not too dumb. I mean, I'm dumb, but it is what it is. See, I might open up the Twitter and see who joins in. I don't know. I might. But make sure y'all hit like on the live stream. Let's see. You the man. No. Hey man, I always say I don't know the man. I'm not the man. I just know the man. So, it's usually you guys because y'all have fueled so much of this, and I do appreciate y'all for real. All right, questions. Drop them in. No questions, bad question. I don't know everything because I could phone a friend just as easily if I don't know. Well, I do have you guys on here. I do over the next couple of days. I have 2 videos have been coming out. One, Coach Chip Siegel. I don't know if you guys know him. Coach Chip's an awesome guy. Does an awesome job. He's on YouTube channel, but he did an absolute masterclass for me on GT and GH counter. That'll be coming out whenever I decide to post it. And then a good buddy of mine, Breon Holmes, who's head coach here in North Carolina, talked about pit and pull. So that will be coming out as well. And then as along with all the other videos that we have going, make sure you go ahead and you check those out. They're absolutely awesome. And everybody that does the clinic series for me are absolute legends. I really do appreciate them. Let's see. I've been building a few, nearly finished with zone, gap next, then pass pro. Yep. Hey man, drill list is awesome. Drill list is awesome. Let's see. Do you consider stretch and wide zone as the same play? Um, it depends. I mean, I don't know. Like for me, stretch or how I would do it is how what we call sweep, and you look in your gap, right? This is like the bare minimum, right? Kind of like on inside zone, you're everybody at the end of the day, you place that gap. Duo, y'all have your backside gap. So bare bones stretch, outside zone, whatever. For me, look at your play side gap. Okay. If there's anything here, there, yes or no. If there is, cool. We need to open on a 45-degree angle, take off and run to reach his play side shoulder. Okay. If there's not someone there, you need to look at the next down lineman. Okay. So if I am in this look, let me go here. Whiteboard. Cool. So for in this look, we're going to be running outside zone to the left. Okay. Tackle. Is there anything in your play side gap? Yes. Cool. You need to run and reach his outside shoulder. Okay. Guard. Is there anything in your play side gap? No. Who's the next down lineman? This 5 technique is cool. You need to run. You need to reach through your gap. Okay. You're reading the next down lineman's hips. If the hips go away, you climb. Okay. If the hips come to you, you reach play side. Play this guy right here. If he goes inside, you are passing him off and then climbing. Okay. So basically, it's going to look like boom for here, for here. Center. Anybody in your place that gap? Yes. Take off, reach it. Okay. Guard. Anything in your place that gap? No. You need to take off and you need to get to your buddy's hip, reading the D lineman's hip. Again, if it comes to you, block it. If it goes away, climb. Okay. If it's muddy, double it. Okay. I mean backside. Okay, reach in there. That's kind of what I do. And for this, we would have probably an H-back and a wing to seal or to go. Okay. And we're elephants on parade. We are taking off and going. We do have things we are reading, but we are taking off and going. Okay. Running outside. Stretch. Okay. I hope that kind of clarifies things. And so yes and no. I know wide zone's a little more stretch the front side, wall the back side, all that coach could do stuff. He's a lot more smarter than I am. Better hair too. I mean, he's got a million videos on it. I mean, it's an outside run play, right? We're not pulling somebody, so I guess. Coach Hoyt, my dog. Hey, Coach, appreciate you taking the time to do this. Do you do any unit building events drills or exercises? One to our guys to play as one more. Oh, unit building event. Gotcha. I'm assuming you're talking about like outside of football. If you are, let me know. Or drills or exercises. We walk through a lot. That's gonna sound kind of bleh, but we walk through a lot and we communicate. Like I have them over communicate. Like I stress the word brotherhood because you need the guys next to you to be successful. And so we'll walk through, we'll run through, we'll put guys and twist them on defense. We'll put them in unrealistic looks. So you have to communicate and you have to problem solve. And I have found that has done wonders for having our guys having to work as one. Because I've always said when there's 5 voices going on, there's one movement. When there's one voice going on, there's 5 movements. And I believe in that. I should tweet that out. But what I mean by that, 5 voices saying the same thing, right? Now, have 5 different guys saying 5 different things. Yeah, we're going to be all over the place. But 5 guys saying the exact same thing, then we're all going to be on the same page. Now, but if I have one saying one thing, we might not be on the same page, right? So I do a lot of things where they have to problem solve, they have to figure it out together. And I have found that has helped them out tremendously. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hey, and I just love. Come on, I'm talking ball, man. I could do this forever as long as y'all interact. Because me just staring at the screen sucks sometimes. Also, if any of you guys would like to come on face to face, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. But if you'd like to come on face to face and kind of interact, I would love it. Just DM me on Twitter if you have me at Coach Tatum 90. It's right there. And I will send you the link to come on and talk. Don't be scared. Don't be intimidated by people watching because you're not gonna be intimidated by me because I'm just a goofball. So I would love a little human interaction. Oh man, who's missing football? I am. I like basketball and all, but golly, see, I might open it up. I'm gonna open it up to Twitter, and we'll see who joins. So now, if you are on Twitter, all my Twitter folks coming in, appreciate y'all. Let's see, favorite 21 personnel runs versus the 8-man box. Golly, that's tough. Hmm. I like counter. I like quarterback counter. Um, I like quarterback counter. But first off, 21 personnel, you got 7. They got 8. So you better read or throw off one. Or run the quarterback. So I don't know. Coach Fox, Stockbridge High School. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you for joining. Yeah. But favorite person I run, probably, yeah, read one, quarterback runs. Probably be quarterback counter. That would be big for me. Let's see. Let me draw it up. Yeah, I'm gonna draw it up in the background so you and I'll pull it up in a second. Uh, it's funny. It's like the Twitter guys come in and immediately start just like talking. I love it. Wow. And H. All right. So we're gonna just roll with this. Present. Boom. Okay, so there's 8 in the box. Okay, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9. Okay, but you don't have it's 8 on 8. Okay, so you can kind of get away with it if you wanted to do your counters. Okay, so let's go here. Let's just let's play him here. I like splitting guys. All right, so right now, okay, we're doubling there. Boom. Okay, that looks awful. Let me go back. Trap him there. Okay. The Y is going to go down his track all the way through to the middle linebacker. Okay. We're going to gap hinge. Okay. The H is pulling through for him. Okay. And now the running back, you can do same side or do opposite. We'll do same side for now. Okay. He's falling there. Okay. And then you can RPO that guy. So that's kind of what I would think about the start. There's multiple other ways to do it. I mean, you could run GT. You could run GT and have him wrap, have him arc. Oh, good old bash, right? Oh, that's such a good play. Such a good play. Let's draw that up. All right. So we're gonna go boom to there, block back, trap. Oh, he's going there because he's going there. He is going to arc out for the backer. Okay, we're gonna move him up on the same level. We're going to read him. Boom, bash, GT counter, bash. Best play in football, hands down. Have you seen any scheme or technique this offseason that you would like or will install? This is a question for everybody, but I'm gonna try and answer it too. I don't know. Not really. I really want to go with more of the crab stuff. And some of you are like, what is he talking about? Crab is what Lincoln Riley calls what he calls crab. Let's see. I don't want to hear anything about a 6-man box. Bite me. All right. So just essentially running GT counter, but we're fanning play side. Okay. And we're wrapping here and we're wrapping there. And you can either have an H sealing the backside, or you can have the running back fake across and the quarterback's going. But we'll just do it here for right now. Or you can read it, right? You can still read it. Okay, you can read this dude. Okay, so a little bit of crab. That's just an adjustment in GT. It needs to be run to the 3-5 side. If you know that's coming, you can do that. One reason why people want to do that is spill teams. Okay, spill teams. So he wants to come in here and he wants to wrong arm pulls. Okay, well, don't give him an opportunity to wrong arm or spill it. Just base block him and we'll pull inside. Okay, so that's something I want to be looking into. You're doing an awesome job, mate. Appreciate you, big dog. Tarantino, what's up, coach? What if you move the H back and you just run duo and the H replacing the position tackle? Yeah, it's always good, right? You can always run. I'm never going to say no to running duo. I just like running counter too, so that's why I pull up counter. Yeah, you can do anything, right? Especially in 20. I love 21 personnel. Get that tight end wing, tight end sniffer, split them, same side, love it. Yes, but you can. Yeah, duo's good. I really love 21 personnel duo versus odd front. Love it. I have some people that have asked me about it. Let's go ahead and draw it up. So let's move over here to my odd front side. Okay. Let me get my H. And for whatever reason, guys, we don't have our huddle hasn't been paid by our AD, so whoever's in charge of that. So I don't have my huddle stuff, so that's why I'm having to do it on here. All right, so essentially, all right. So what we do for duo, okay, we would have this is called a tape for me. These guys are working 2 for 2. They're working 2 for 2, and they're going to fan backside. Okay, still tight off the double team. Okay, we are still reading the mic. Okay, he plugs A gap, jump B. Okay, If he goes to reading him, he goes B because he goes there, then sticking an egg. Okay, so you're doing opposite of whatever the mic does. But at the end of the day, we know that we're all responsible for our backside gap. Okay, play side is to the right, so the line is responsible for the backside. So the Y is responsible for the C gap. That's an awful C. Let me go back. Okay, C gap, B gap, A, A, B, and C. Okay, and then you get your D gap over here. The H is blocking D gap. He's blocking play side D gap. So the Y has C. So if he goes here, they're going to double it. But eventually, if he plays into this Y, he's got to come off. Okay. Okay. He's responsible for this B gap. So if he walks down here, he knows he's blocking down. He's blocking down. Okay. So now is probably going to hit right here. Okay. Okay, he has the A. So if he was to walk down here, okay, he would stay on the nose. He would block there. They would double this thing, and we would run for 1,000 yards right there. Okay, I'm thinking, well, if they're doing that, then that messes with this. Okay, yeah, but they're not going to be. I would say they're not going to have two people in one gap. Some defenses, but we're going to do two guys in one gap. If you do that, good for you. But it's not going. That's not a great way to live. Okay, you're not gonna go here, and then send a guy there. Unless you're just really trying to blow up the play. Okay, then we're gonna need something to come and replace him right there in that window. Okay, but I don't think it's not a great way to live like that. Um, all right, for me, it is more about really improving the RPO game off of the run game. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you could definitely RPO anything on this, especially if you do this as a nub set to do the Y and the H, and you have your twins in the left, right? Put that Z, whoever you put in number two, put him on some type of a route, hold these backers. Love it, love it. Um, for sure. Let me see. Um, keep it rocking and rolling, guys. Appreciate y'all a lot. Hmm, interesting. Sorry, I got a tweet that's really weird. Oh, my bad. I totally read that wrong. Sorry, it was a little disheartening. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Again, if anybody has anything, please drop it. I love it. We're gonna stop sharing that so you can see my whole ugly face. One of the defenses that seems to really screw with our schemes the most is 3-3 stack. Yeah, 3-3 stack is getting some people a lot. It got us a couple times. Um, let's see. What personnel do you use, Coach Hatcher? Because for me, I'm going to share this again. For me, 3-3 stack, um, you're gonna need a tight end. You don't have to, but it's good to have a tight end. Um, and there's multiple ways you can do it. I like having the 3x1 tray, some people call it. Yeah, 11 mostly. Love it. Okay, is that Y on, Y off? Because some people, I call Y off 20. Some people still call it 11. So we'll go tight end on the line, right? Make them declare what they want to do. Let's go ahead and we'll bring this out a little bit. And we'll borrow you. I'll just put y'all out here. Here's an X. Cool. Bigger. Okay. And then sorry, y'all having to watch me create out of nothing. All right, so just like a better like for a better look at it. All right. So how they're gonna do it? They're gonna leave this alley open. Cool. If not, they're gonna bring a guy over, right, and play down right here, then play 3-over-3. But let's just do it like we're gonna do like this. Okay. So what are y'all running? This year we went to use an H and a wing position a lot on the strong side. Gotcha. So what are y'all running? So I like a lot of different things. So let's just like we're always going to try and do. We're always going to try and run what counter, right? So um, we're going to work this double team to the mic, work this double team to the wheel. Okay, we're going to trap off the edge, probably this guy folding in. Okay, and we're going to wrap for the Sam. Now you can bash this thing, but you're running to him. So what we would do is just fake there and then run the quarterback. Okay, run a quarterback counter right there. Okay, there's a version of gun T, but we got a lot on our. I feel you. So y'all run like Buck and Belly and Trojan and all that stuff. Love it. So we'll run that. And you can run bubbles. All right, reading this guy. He's coming down. Shoot, right, throw that thing out there. Okay, it's get some yards. Okay, like that. Do whatever. All right. Now we'll go. Okay, we can run duo for there, for there, for there. Okay, reading whichever one's most. I would say most dangerous. Whoever's the live player, whoever wants to, he puts on the cowboy collar. He's coming down. He's coming to knock snot out of somebody. Probably gonna be him. Okay, so I'll still read him. Okay, he goes here, jump there. He goes there. Okay, I don't like jumping play side on duo because that's more zone. Okay, because the play's going to the right. Okay, so if he goes there, excuse me, if nose goes here, he goes there. Okay, and let's say he goes here. Okay, block a hole, go in there, go in there. There's your hole. Okay, so jump there. And if he goes there, and he goes there, boom, boom, jump it out to the sea. That's what duo is good for. Yeah, we can run duo. Hey, you always run duo. The crossfire of the backers seems to really confuse our blocking schemes. Okay, so you say crossfire, I'm assuming you mean this. Okay, and I'm going to take some of these guys out because I just want to talk about the box right now, and we'll play with him. Um, to cross, maybe talking about these guys either go on whichever ways they want to. It's more of a coaching thing this year. I am simplified in blocking with a lot of simpler guy down back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because the way I've always done it, what is your gap responsibility at the end of the day? Okay. We know, we just talked about that a second ago. On duo, it's your backside gap. So the Y has the C gap. Tackle has the B gap. Okay. Guard has the A gap. Center has the A gap. Guard has the B gap. Tackle has the C gap. So no matter which way these guys go, okay, does not matter to me. They have to pick a gap. We are responsible for those gaps. Okay. So we know if he goes here, tackle's got him. If they go with two with one gap, okay, then we're going to exploit that. Okay. But probably not. So if he's going to go there, let me clean this up. Okay. So let's say that this is the way they fit. Okay. He's going C. He goes B. Okay. He's going to go weak A away from the back. He's going to go strong A to the back. He's going to be the B gap. Okay. He's going to be the C gap. That means he's the D gap player. They're gap sound. Okay. So now let's say we're going to run duo. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now we have to have somebody in here like an H. Okay. Kick him, but if we do, now we can jump to that gap and we're good. They seem to get confused rather than staying on their tracks. Yeah, that's a reps thing then, coach. Anytime they get confused, rep it. Okay, stunt those guys every which way. If you can get a tail on film, then draw them up. If it's kind of like random, then just make it random, right? Stunt the D lineman whichever way, stunt the blitz the linebackers whichever way, and just run all your plays. I would do that. Pick a day, right? Monday through Wednesday. Pick a day. Take 10, 15 minutes if you got it, and just run and walk through your plays against that stunting stuff. That's what I do. Stunts and blitzes. Forget working on your steps or forget working on whatever. I'm going to sound like a broken record for this. Lord, my dog is starting to play. I'm going to sound like a broken record this year. You got to step. What's your gap? Gap down backer. Love it. Gap down backer. What is your gap you are responsible for? Like I said, and blitz and stunt them dudes. And I'll run that 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Forget them double team drills. Forget them board drills. Forget them sled drills. Forget whatever drills you had. Do that. Okay? Especially for at least one day. Okay? And I would hammer it home. You guys would hate seeing 3-3 stack. But guess what? It's going to make them better. Appreciate that question, guys. Oh, coach, love that. Let me see. I don't like when people say, why not do both on the gap versus zone? No, you got one or the other. Make your mind up. Just checking. How do you run your boot protection? How many still pull the guard on boot? You're welcome, coach. So we don't pull on boot. This is what we do. Okay. It is very simple. And let's go over here. Let's go back over here where life is great. Okay, so our boot. Okay, we're gonna put the back opposite. So we're gonna go boot. We're gonna boot to the left. That means boot left. Hey, I'll chill. We're fighting over a toy. So the linemen are going to run on an angle to the right. Okay, the quarterback is going to look here. Okay, and then pirouette out. So go here, and go around. Running back is going to get a good angle to pin. Hopefully he's chasing. When he sees him go there, okay, pin, and you're going to throw whatever concept. Okay, that's kind of what we do for boot. All right, we got 7 minutes left. Y'all chill out. Sorry. Stop looking at me. Hello. So, yeah, guys. Your dog doesn't like boot. Yeah, she does it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Everybody wants to see you. There. Look at the camera. Maya, look. She's like, yeah, I don't like it. No, there are 2 dogs up here. They're fighting over one toy. So, yeah, screw. I guess she don't like boot. But yeah, guys, I am hopping off at 7. So 6 minutes. If you're not subscribed, guys, make sure you do. We're on the road to 3,000. We talked about that a little bit. 2 new videos coming out next week. It's gonna be great. We're on the road to 10,000 on Twitter. You guys doing an absolutely amazing job over there for me, so I appreciate y'all. Yeah, 530 over there to go. But yeah, appreciate everybody. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. There's nobody won't have anything more. Appreciate everybody for joining. Just a little live stream, nothing too major. Hopefully, I helped. If I didn't, DM me. But yeah, appreciate everybody.